Obama. May Nunaba. Eat this America.
So this has been bugging me though. I've been there's like these ninja guys on Instagram. I think I've brought them up before, but I'm not sure. And there was like an original guy that blew up on TikTok from Belarus. His name is Ruer.
He's a ninja?
Yeah, Ruer Egg. He just does like videos of him doing like pull-ups on like a pipe in the woods. And like dips and shit because they have like calisthenics gyms in Europe. Like outside.
Yeah, does he do parkour? Is that something that he would see him just in a ski mask doing parkour?
No, they are in ski masks though. And they also do like, he'll be doing like push-ups like in the rain, like on like a flat top, or like literally in the woods, or like he'll have like scripted events where like he'll be walking through a Belarusian village and there's like an old lady and he's like, "Babushka, как дела?" blah blah blah, and then fucking she's like, "You are so strong and so cool.
You are my superhero. You are Superman. Save the world."
Yeah, so fucking he has like a book in his bio, how to get 500k followers in like 6 months or some shit. And he's got 1 million followers on Instagram. And then like I found this other guy, Vasco, and he's like a ripoff of the big guy, but he's more like he's trying to create a community now. And then there's so many other people that have seen like the success of this guy.
And they're just doing what he's doing.
Yeah, so I think this is a American version. Let's hear the audio on this.
Back in that mode again.
Oh, we're
That mode where
incorporating.
nothing can take you off your pivot. You just putting in that work every single day. See, that version of you is different. You gotta tap back into it. Don't be out here playing with your potential because you one of the ones, bro. You special.
So to put this in
And you weren't meant to be a
context,
person that could have been the one. You are the one.
this guy is just doing push-ups on like a track, and it like just rained, and there's puddles on the track, and there's like a hole in the clouds and everything, and everyone has like the same like rare breed, one of one, and it's like you're not one of one. Even like one of this guy's videos is just the other guy running, and then him stitching himself shadow boxing, so it looks like he's doing it.
I go for runs every day.
Yeah, dude. So I'm saying maybe we should start recording ourselves like
Exercising?
exercise. Yeah, because like this is huge. Like these guys are getting big.
You know, honestly, I was gonna suggest to you. I found this chick named Diana Lopez,
Okay.
and she.
I already like her name.
She's this black girl who I think she plays either the guitar or bass,
Okay.
and then she'll just be in like the bed of a truck, and then
Nice.
somebody will just drive her around, and then she just kind of like does like a little concert in the bed of the truck.
Yeah. So
And it's like really nice. It's like she's like a crystal. Well, from the vibe of it, seems like a crystal girl. So it's like, you know, healing frequencies type stuff.
that's
But,
good. I like that.
Yeah, but like just driving around in the truck. I mean, like we don't know anyone with a truck where you could be in the back and also have someone drive.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I mean, you could drive my truck, but
I don't know how to drive a truck, dude. We could do parking lot.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Destroy your clutch.
Just out here in the fields.
Yeah, just hard like stop. You're just jolting around in the back.
Yeah, no. Excuse me. I'm realizing like a lot of these things now, it's just iterations on iterations of like someone has like a kind of original idea,
Yeah.
and then everyone just kind of runs with it. I mean, that's what this is too. I mean,
Yeah, I was in Marshalls and I thought about this. Well,
Yeah.
I heard this and I kind of reflected on it in Marshalls, and I was like, I heard that if you don't know where to go, if you're just completely lost, any stimuli you receive is like, all right, I need to do that now.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter if it's a good idea, if it's a bad idea. It's just any stimuli. Like you go in, you don't know what you're doing. Oh, you see an idea. I should get that job. You walk into a fucking grocery store. Maybe I should become a butcher. Like it's just idiotic. You hadn't thought about that any other point in your life.
That's true. Until like,
Where you're just grasping at straws in the most desperate way, but like
yeah.
it doesn't feel desperate. So it seems like a good idea.
So it seems like a good idea. Yeah, dude, and like to put this into perspective, the Onion, I found out that he is posting all of his fucking his workouts.
It doesn't. I mean, not to shit on him. Like, I don't mean that to be as if I'm better because like everything that I'm doing some kind of the copy.
Yeah.
But
So
but it's like it doesn't come from a place of like, like interests. I think choose you in a weird way. Like you don't choose what foods you like. You just kind of like them,
yeah.
and you're not really choosing like. The workout video isn't necessarily choosing you. You're just choosing it because it's like for effort to reward ratio, it seems pretty good. Versus like there's no real kind of like actual like meaningful pursuit or like am I really meant to do this? This is like actualize on my innate talents or interests. It's all just, this
Yeah.
is the meta right now. In 3 months when this is no longer the meta or when I'm not Sam Sulik, I will quit.
Yeah. Well, even like I'm realizing this too now that like he had sent me a pictures of screenshots of someone who had commented on one of these things, and it was a gay man or a bi man. I don't know. It was like this hairy guy.
And iDubbbz.
Yeah, basically, and he was like, I'm really into men's feet, and I don't know. It was like I'm really into men's feet. Keep up the good work, and then like two like lovey faces, like emojis.
That guy's going somewhere.
Yeah, so like the Onion sent me that and he was like, bro, I'm just trying to like better myself and like post my progress, and like this guy's fucking like God sent this guy to fuck with me, man. I was like, I don't know, man. It's just kind of what happens. Like you post that shit, people are gonna comment weird shit,
Yeah, people are horny.
Yeah, and you're trying to get in shape. You're a big guy,
Yeah,
you got you got nice feet.
Someone's gonna want it, dude. Someone's gonna want in on the action.
Yeah, you can't put
Who
the
are
feet
you?
in the
Who
pull-up
are you to
videos.
get in his way?
Exactly, dude. You can't have feet in the pull-up videos, dude. You gotta crop that out. Or some,
Hey,
some
Matt, like
freak.
every Instagram reel, just him with blurred feet, like pixelated blurred feet.
See, that would be funny. That would be original,
Yeah,
And then that's an origin story. You could go, hey, some fucking weird, creepy guy was looking at my feet.
yeah.
So
I had 9 subs, and he shamed me into blurring my feet.
I mean, I would do it, because that shit's not free. Come on, you gotta monetize your feet, dude.
Yeah, monetize every aspect of your life.
Yeah. What do you think we're here for, dude? It's all about the Benjamins.
It's about the numbers. It's about the views. It's about the 1 out of 10 marker per YouTube video.
We should just hit that 10-minute mark and then just cut up these episodes into like 6 parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have a section of just like cut up like engineered bits engineered specifically to overlay with funk music. And then make them into shorts. And then spam them, like artificially spam them across.
Yo,
every
bro,
social-
have you heard this new song, Gostosa do Carai? And then just like have it hit, and then be like, fucking sick. I'm just like, we're geniuses, dude.
Yeah,
the
we
content
dressed up like
stream.
IRL. We dress up like the Simpsons and smoke weed and then blast funk.
Dude, that would be cool if we could like recreate Simpsons wave, but like dressed up as the Simpsons.
Dressed up. Yeah, I mean it would just be Bart on benzos, but it'd be funny.
I mean, is that a thing? Bart on benzos?
No, I just made that up
Oh, that's fucking sick.
because I just imagine him just with the skateboard, sad,
That is funny, dude. Dude, I ran 6.25 miles today.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it felt good too. Like I could keep going, but I'm trying to do it to where it's like not too much. Just
Yeah.
slowly, incrementally, just keep increasing the distance. Because I heard Lex Freeman talk about that, where it's just like it's not so much about the time, it's about the distance. And then I sent that to our ego tard, and he sent me.
He flipped out.
Well, my pace was over like a minute faster than him. No big deal. I'm not bragging. I'm a fat ass. Um, but I kind of flexed on him, and then he was like, I run near the Pacific coast, you know, up and down LA. It's really beautiful. I was like, that sounds cool. And
He
he
lives
goes,
out there now.
he was in like an Airbnb for a while. And then he goes, I find myself staying near the ocean when I go. Ocean water is healing. Come to LA with me sometime.
It's like, yeah, it's almost like, I don't know if he means it that way, but that's very much like, come to my ranch and fuck me.
Dude, the way I read that, I was like, this is like fucking, this is so gay.
This is like he wants to top me.
Yeah, he wants to hang out. Dude, what if that's the case? Hold on. Time out. What if he's like...
What if he's trying to top you?
Nah,
Or if he's trying to get bottomed?
Yeah, what if he's trying to get bottomed? Because remember that one time I told you about where like you blacked out and you fell asleep?
Yeah. I didn't fall. I died. Don't make this seem like I fell asleep. As if I chose to be face down on his rug with liquid pooling out of my face. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you were dead. You died pretty hard. Nah, but like, I wonder, dude. I mean, that's me wishful thinking, I think. But it would be crazy.
Yeah,
if
I
the
think
ego tard was gay.
I think it is just like I was thinking about this with JD Vance.
Okay.
I had this thought earlier because like earlier in the show, I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And I still don't like actually like really care or anything.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter. But there's a video of him in a donut shop.
Oh boy.
Where he's like ordering donuts and he's just so awkward and it's so cringe and it's like he's a synthetic android human. And I just thought to myself, like, the reason why this happened is because like there's a generation of people that are just like more online than they are in real life, and they don't know how to talk to people anymore, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the autism that we experience in our waking lives. I think people don't know how to talk to each other. I think I'm part of this. I think it would be wrong of me to assume I'm not the issue. Everyone's the issue. There's for sure some part of it in me too. But I think he just doesn't know how to, like, that's a weird way to talk to a friend.
Isn't that weird, dude?
It's weird. But it's not his fault, you know? He's just, he spent too much time
on Gary's mod.
Yeah, precisely, on Gary's mod servers.
Fucking pretending to be like, I'm in dark RP, I'm like a drug dealer. I'm like cool like that. I'm in 7th grade smoking weed in a video game. Fucking cool guy. Now I'm asking my friend to come to LA so I can butt fuck him.
Yeah, so I can butt fuck him, man. So we can have burritos and we can hold each other's hands and.
Dude, the other kid that's out there right now, the model guy, he was telling me, or not, he wasn't telling me, he was in the group chat that I'm still in, and he was talking about, he was at like an OnlyFans party last week, and they had like an orgy tent.
Yeah, he's cool. I
don't
like
know,
him.
I don't know how he resists that, because he's such a sexual fiend. I don't know how he, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that city seems like lost. Like the because you said a tent.
Yeah, it's a tent.
They don't even have the decency to make it a house.
Well, it's at a house. It's outside.
That's what I'm saying. They don't even have the decency to just like, all right, this part of the house is like a ditty party where it's like, don't be here after 11.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, then they have to like clean it up, dude. If it's in the tent, some other company has to come and clean that shit.
That's what I'm saying. They fucking have it in a tent where you're just fucking in the dirt like dogs, and they just get it fumigated the next day. That city has fallen.
But yeah, the ocean water really calms me, and on my runs, I just feel so peaceful. You should come out here and hang out. Go to a party with the fucking fuck tent. I'm all set with that.
Yeah, I'm good. I really like. That's just like if dizziness was personified. Like if I'm just spinning Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I am. I don't
Yeah.
know where I'm going. I don't know what's up, what's down. It's just fuck. Like, just head on the head, hands on the head, just fuck.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. His brains are scrambled. He's like a vice president of like sales now or some shit
Yeah.
for that company, and he's like, I don't know. I wish him well. I just like I wish I didn't get like gay stuff because it's like some of the memes he sends me are still funny. And
I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna be that guy right now. Like, you could be me and just end it.
nah, he's a strategic ally.
That's what I'm saying. You're holding on. You're holding on. You can't in the same breath be like, I wish I didn't get X and Y, and then be like, but I need, A and B.
But I didn't say that. I said he's a
You literally
strategic
did.
ally. I didn't say I need. Come on, no.
He did. He's a strategic ally because he provides potentially A and B.
Yeah,
A
of
and
course.
B.
Yeah. I just wish he wasn't so gay. I guess this is that a better way to put it.
I mean, I guess. Like,
Not homosexual, but like gay.
yeah,
You know.
uncool.
He's yeah. I don't know.
No, I mean, I just, like, it's like a girl, dude. Like, you can't change him.
Nah.
He will just do what he does. And it's either you want to be a part of that or you don't.
Yeah. I was listening while I was running. I was listening to the Stalingrad episode of Jocko's podcast, and he's talking about how like Hitler just surrounded himself with yes men.
Yeah.
And Egotard really. I realized like after I talked to him today, I was just like, this is kind of like the trajectory. Like if Egotard was in the right situation with the right stimuli around him, he could be like one of those guys. You know?
I would say he is.
Yeah.
Now. Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't spoken to him in years, but when I knew him, he was.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So.
You'd make suggestions, he wouldn't listen. You get fed up, you leave. Like, it's what you do. Which is what I did.
Yeah. No, I respect it. I just, strategic ally. Fuck me, dude. I can't speak this week. All jazzed up. That babka really is not sitting well.
Yeah, I don't know. You hear? I posted the memes about Victor the bear.
Yeah, I saw that.
That shit's so sad, dude.
I mean, I read the article. I don't get why they killed him.
Well, so
Did he kill somebody or did he just eat the
No.
food? No, he just
ate the food.
Yeah,
And so he was therefore deemed kind of dangerous
because he ate the food.
because he ate the food. Yeah.
The fuck? He's just eating food.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's like animals' purpose in life is to eat food and fuck.
Yeah. You. It's crazy. It is crazy to go into the woods, grill up a steak, and then like. I think. Because I think there's like a procedure to where like if you cook it, you got to eat it soon. You can't just leave it out because it attracts them.
Yeah.
To just grill it and just kind of have like a Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter little camp girls' night, and then a bear shows up, and then like the bear has to die. Like that's just insane to me.
I don't get it either. And they had like videos of it, right? They were just like recording it.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my god, it's a bear.
Yeah, and then like it's like a local, like friend of the show, bear.
Yeah.
Like everyone who worked there knew him. He was friendly. Like,
some
he wouldn't
lady
attack
named her
people.
dog after it.
Yeah.
That's fucked
it's
up.
tr-
And they just killed
Yeah,
him.
I just like the procedure, the natural procedure of like when a human being, particularly a woman, fucks up. It's the harambe. It's to just it dies. Cause like, and I mean, because it's just unnecessary. Cause like it's not like you're killing a fucking. It's not like pulling a mushroom, or weeding a plant. Like animals have some degree of sentience.
Yeah.
Like I saw this this video of this like lady, and she was like swimming with sharks, and then she was just like swimming, and then like the shark just kind of came up to her, and she was like, oh shit, like a shark, and then it would like surround her, like swim around her,
Yeah.
and then kind of like bump into her, and then she noticed it had like a hook in its mouth, and then so she kind of had this like weird gut intuition moment of just like, let me just take the hook out. So she reaches her hand into like its mouth.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not like a great white. It's like a small, medium sized shark. Probably
Okay.
like it's probably as big as your body, but not like a monster.
Okay.
And so she pulls it out, and then suddenly she gets swarmed by these other sharks,
Oh no.
and then they all want hooks taken out of their mouths.
They all have hooks in the mouth?
They all have hooks in their mouths.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? This is a pack of retards.
Yeah, so there's like 30 sharks that just kind of swarm her, and then she takes them all out, and then they'll bump into her, and they'll swim into her and kind of like rest their, like she'll be on the seafloor, and they'll rest their head like on her lap, like a dog almost. They'll be very affectionate with her,
What the fuck?
and then if she comes back to that area, they'll like greet her, and they'll like rest. They remember her, and they like will rest their head on her lap again. And then she said like ever since that day, like, this is a little mission of mine. If I ever see sharks, like I try to take their hooks out. Over the past couple of years, I've taken over 300 hooks out of their mouths.
I'm a hook lady.
I'm the hook lady. I'm the hash slinging slasher.
I'm the hooker baby.
Yeah, dude. Sea hooking. But it's like, they don't speak. Like, I don't like. Do sharks even make noise? I don't think so.
I don't think so either, yeah.
Like, they don't roar.
No.
Like, they're not like dolphins where they even make fucking, high pitched noises. Like, they just swim around and eat things. But there's clearly something going on.
Yeah.
Like, how does one shark communicate to the other that this lady will get the fucking massive like syringe out of your mouth?
That's an excellent point. Unless they like just see it. You
Yeah,
know?
probably they probably see it and just put it two and two together.
Yeah. Which is like is equally nuts, regardless of
Yeah.
if they have language or not. I think there must be some sort of sort
Brain.
of brain, or maybe like there must be some version of language for animals. You know?
Yeah.
It has to be. Even if it's like part like telepathic and like nonverbal communication and like all that stuff combined into one, there has to be some sort of language.
I think so. I think there is. I think this might sound kind of crazy, but like I think that there are like multiple bodies. Like there's like a physical body, there's like a spirit body, an energy body. And I think an example of that is like, let's say you're walking down the street and then you can feel that you're being watched. Like, how do you know that? And so like I think that like the physical body is perceptive to like heat and cold, but like maybe the spirit body is perceptive to being like seen and watched and observed.
Yeah, and like awareness.
Yeah.
You can
And so I think that there's probably like animals probably operate under some like their spirit body could, gathers information and observes things the same way how we primarily use our senses to gather information from the world. They probably use the other bodies to gather information from the world.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if like to speculate if they're like you said, they're using more of the spirit side.
Yeah, because it's like how like dogs know when the storm's coming, like things like that. Like,
yeah.
How do you, like, you can't see it, you can't hear it, but you can just feel it. I can just feel that like someone's watching me. I can feel when someone's talking about me. You just know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, it's really, why am I still getting hate? Why are the animals still getting hate?
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking Victor shouldn't have been killed because some dumb bitches couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Put it in a
But
fucking bear bag, dude.
Yeah, that's also, they dumped him in a landfill, too.
That is crazy, yeah.
Yeah, they just shot him.
They
dumped
shot
him in a landfill.
like mob style.
Yeah, mob style. It's insane. It's insane. But it's like, he blew up, though. So he's going to get justice. Like, do you remember Cecil the lion?
I do remember Cecil the lion with the dentist.
Right? That dentist, he lost his practice.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like, everyone he didn't, like, lose his license, but, like, there was a boycott against him. Like, all his clients were like, fuck this guy.
It's
Fuck
just-
this guy. You're gonna spend $100,000 to go down to fucking Africa and shoot a beloved lion? What the fuck is the matter with you?
Yeah. Fuck you and your teeth, bro.
Yeah, fuck you
Dumb.
and your fake in your fucking. No one's gonna give you any money for veneers.
Nah.
No.
I'm going down the street to Al Fahid, Jewish dentist. Is that?
Yeah, I mean,
is that Jewish? I don't know. Al
no, that was
Fahid.
Arab. That was for sure.
What if
That
they're
was
like Arab Jews?
That's real.
Bet you didn't
I
think of
think
that.
they'd probably have Jewish names. You know, like
Al
like
Fahid.
Schmiegel.
Al Fahid Schmiegel Incorporated.
Schmiegel.
Yes. No, that is crazy though. R.I.P. fucking Victor the Bear. I don't know. That on that point of just like people being retarded. Fucking last night, I was invited to the army house because it was the Muslim's birthday, and it was the mechanic's girlfriend's birthday too, who I hate, who's a snake, who's an enemy of the pod.
Enemy of the show.
And I was like really debating whether or not to go last night, and then ultimately I was like, fuck that, I'm not going. I'm gonna watch a movie, and I got videos in the group chat of the army medic in a dog crate, blackout drunk, asleep at like 10 p.m. And then there was another video of the Muslim playing gay porn and Roblox videos, and like it was like a montage of like 5 different things on the big TV. And I was just like, man, this kid's like 24 now, and it was just like literally just gay porn, like a guy just getting fucked in the butthole.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I didn't miss out on much, but I ended up watching The King. Have you ever seen that movie?
No. Well, who's in it? Like that sounds like an Orlando Bloom movie.
Timothy Chalamet and the guy that
No.
plays Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh,
I haven't seen either of these movies. Although I did see. I remember when this movie came out, and Timothy Chalamet was kind of because he's like a twink,
Yeah.
and so like people were giving him like shit because it's like he's not a kingly person. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was like a twink, but in the movie, he plays a pretty
Like I know he's
well.
supposed to be like a young person in the movie.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. Like
I don't know. Everybody.
when I see him, I think like Disney Channel. Like I don't think he was ever on Disney Channel,
No.
but he seems like a prepackaged product that comes out of that factory.
Like a Mitchell Musso.
Exactly, like a Zendaya or like a fucking like a Drake Bell. Like to see them in another serious film that isn't Disney adjacent, it just feels weird.
Yeah.
Where they belong is in Disney Channel originals like Twitches 2.
It's true.
And like, you know, Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior.
Wendy Wu was cool. I like Twitches better than Wendy Wu though.
Yeah.
Twitches was like
Because those are not bad movies.
for the youth.
That's just where you belong. But he's a weird psyop. Like he's like artificially pushed not just here but in China as well.
Yeah.
Like, have you like heard of that? Like the Timothée Chalamet?
No, I've never heard. I've seen the billboards of his face, and like they take like selfies in front of it.
There's like TikTok like fan edits of like where they'll like spell his name using like Chinese like words.
Okay.
To like try and like so that like Chinese people can pronounce his name. Like he's not just being psyoped here. Like I'll send you a photo of what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right.
But they'll say like Timothée Chalamet.
Timothée Chalamet.
Timothée.
My Arrakis, my Dune, Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
All right. I'm anxiously awaiting this photograph. All right.
I
here
just
we-
texted it to you.
Oh man,
Yeah, right?
why does he look like that?
Because that's like the Chinese, like that's what their beauty standard is.
That's crazy looking. He looks like a little elf.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's artificially fucking. But that's what they like
Timothy
over there. They like the red
Chalamet.
lips and the pale
And the pale
and the
face.
fucking stoneless black eyes.
Yeah, he's got no difference between his pupils and his fucking everything else.
Yeah, they made him into a monster. But that's what's cute over there, dude.
Damn. I don't know. That's I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like, I'm just giving him shit. He's probably a cool guy. He's probably, fucking. I'm sure he's nice. I'm sure he's honestly. I haven't even seen any of the movies. I'm sure he's a good actor. It's funny. I have strong opinions about it, dude. I've watched none of his movies.
Yeah. I mean, like, the king, there's some moments where, like, the accent, because he's supposed to be, like, the king of England, sometimes it's not great.
I believe it.
Even in, like, Dune, there's points where it's kind of cringy, like, his acting, but overall, he's not bad, you know? He's still, like, a young guy, still working on it, you know?
Yeah, what would you say is his best movie? I mean, I saw The French Dispatch. That's the only thing I can reference him from.
I mean, I would say Dune, but that's not, like... I'm, like, a Dune fan gay.
Yeah, you gonna read the books?
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, fake fan.
Yeah, dude, I saw
Hey.
it at Barnes & Noble. It was like fucking $40. I was like, I'm not paying $40 for a book.
You go to the library. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
What are you-
I forgot about that.
Like, what on earth are you talking about? There's no need to spend $40 at Barnes & Noble. You can get the same book.
Yeah.
Even if it's not there, just 3 days they'll ship it in for you.
That's,
And then at least at like my library, like when we were kids, there was like late fees and you had to give them like 30 cents if you were late.
yeah.
At mine, I had a book that was 6 months overdue. And I walked in and I just gave it to them. And then I was like, do I have to like pay anything because it's late? And they're like, no. No.
Thanks
They
for
don't-
bringing it back.
Yeah, wait, thanks for bringing it back. There's no like, oh, we're gonna put points on your license. Being late. There's no, we're gonna call you, send you emails to remind you.
So we're going to have to ask you to take this breathalyzer.
Yeah.
This book
Yeah,
is
take
8
it.
months overdue.
Yeah, this reading breathalyzer. I'm not sure we could trust you.
We got to get your
Entering
baseline
intelligence.
levels.
Yeah, you could it's free books. Like I mean it's early September, but I have books that were due in August. I'm still reading them. They're not getting that shit back till November. And that's just what it is.
It's kind of beast mode.
It
I
is.
like that.
It is.
I-
Never at one point have I ever been told you can't take this book. Ever.
I mean, really, what are they going to say? Nobody rents books or some shit. You know, like, nobody fucking checks
Yeah.
shit out.
Yeah.
It's getting
The
used.
place- Yeah, the library is only used by like two groups of people. It's like little kids, like sub the age of 10,
Mm-hmm.
and the elderly.
Yeah.
And so it's like those are just very two small portions of the population. Like they don't care.
It's a
Doesn't
great
matter.
point. I wonder how much, like, of my grandparents, like, stash is all from the library.
Probably a ton.
Probably most of it.
Probably a ton. I was cleaning the house maybe like a month ago, and I saw a book from the library from another state, from Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it, like, a cookbook or, like...
It was just some young adult slop.
Oh, gross.
Gross indeed. But they're never getting that back. It's over.
Yeah,
It's over.
that's tough, man. I just started reading, because this How to Change Your Mind book is taking forever, dude. I just can't do it. I thought it was going to be
Yeah.
entertaining, but it just sucks.
Yeah,
It's boring.
Yeah.
It's a fucking boring book. It's straight up boring. Versus, like, I sent you a picture of the cover of this book I'm reading. My boss gave it to me. It's called Behold a Pale Horse.
Isn't
Uh,
that like from Revelations?
Yeah, so the book starts off with that quote. It says, "And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat upon him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword and with hunger, and with the beasts of the earth. The Holy Bible, Book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 8.
Dude, I'm such a good Christian. I can recognize Revelation.
Is that Book of Revelation? That is pretty sick. But it's by Bill Cooper, and it's just like, this is like the OG conspiracy book, I guess. And like he talks about literally within like the first like 100 pages how he's like in the Navy and he saw like UFOs and how like he got ripped off and fucking all this shit. But
He got ripped off by the UFO people.
nah, he got ripped off by like baked actors that were like down on their fucking careers. They're like, oh, we'll just sell VHS tapes of this guy's lectures, and then they totally screwed him out of any profits and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the government also tried to silence him, and he got hit with like a limo. They hit him with a fucking limo, and they like rolled over his leg, and they hit him off a cliff basically.
Yeah, so he just hobbles around.
Yeah, so he's got one leg, and he's like, the fucking government's lying to you, man.
I don't.
That's the whole book pretty much, but it's entertaining so far. Just talking about the New World Order and all that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
Something.
I mean, this is definitely a projection onto you, but like, or just the book in general. I think like there's so much like there's an infinite number of shit that they've done wrong. There's an infinite amount of evil that they've done that you can consume.
Yeah.
And so like, are you just gonna hate them more? Like at what point do you kind of need more evidence to be like, are they evil? Like, how many Wacos do you need to read about? How many?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, and even I was talking to my boss about this, and he brought up a similar point. He's like, you're going to read this, and a lot of the shit that you're going to read is just going to be like, yeah, I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll take a look at it. I was just enticed on how this guy writes because he's like a total... He talks about how the media tried to paint him as a racist, and his defense for that was like, well, I married this Chinese lady, so I can't be racist. There you have it.
Pretty cool.
And I was like, that's a great defense.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
I may have talked about this on an earlier episode, but I'll do what a common podcast trick is and talk about it again.
all right.
I was reading about this thing of where there's this guy, and he was like, he would write like good poetry, and he would try and like, but he was white, and he would try and get it submitted into like nationwide magazines.
Yeah.
And then everyone was rejecting him, and then he was just like, fuck it. Like I think he did it. It was like 40 magazines that he submitted to, and it was all rejected. And then he changed. He submitted the same stuff, but under a Chinese name, like a Chinese girl name. He wrote the same shit, but it was like Wei Fen Hua or something like that. And then it got picked up after like 11 submissions or something.
Of course it did.
And then so eventually he got caught. And then the people like doubled down. And they were like, what is it? Like, how could he do this? Like he's removing like the fact that it's a Chinese author, the context of that provides greater depth to the story, and that he's doing a disservice. Yeah, it's insanity, dude.
That's crazy.
It's insanity.
So they ass blasted this guy? What happened to him?
Well, I think they couldn't. So they didn't do any official action, because then that's like, I think, grounds for like actual like lawsuit and racism.
Yeah.
But they just denounced him doing that, and I think that, I think they probably said that like we value the racial context of our contributors, but that's not a real decision for how we choose our work, or something like that.
That's stupid.
I wish I remembered the dude's name, because I could just I could say it, but
yeah, that's annoying. You finally find like a workaround, and they still fuck you.
They still fuck you, but they like, I don't know if any real progress has been made. It's just we've just corrected in a new direction. Like, I wonder if we're still as racist as like the 50s.
Probably.
But it's just instead of black people and Chinese people, it's just we've found other groups of people where it's okay, like
Probably.
Palestinians
Yeah.
and whites.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I'm still shitting blood. It's been 3 weeks now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna use Prep H that I had underneath the sink, and then I realized it expired in 2022.
It's fine. It'll still work.
You think so? It's not refrigerated. Apparently, you're supposed to refrigerate it.
Yeah, don't put it in your ass then.
Yeah. It
I wouldn't
smells
put
funny
expired
too.
anything in anyone's ass.
Yeah, it smells funny too. And like when you try and wash it off your hands, it doesn't come off. I don't know if it's supposed to do that or not. I assume not. You know.
I think we've lived too long for expired over-the-counter medicine to take us out now.
You think so?
Yeah. So it's not a good idea, but it won't end you.
It won't end me, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I was thinking about that, you know, I was sitting on the floor yesterday with my sister and a new dog, and we were just talking, because I was talking about how I'm not going to that party in the basement.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I think I'm just old now. I feel like I'm genuinely just in this mindset of like, all right, I'm not going to make money. I'm going to get fucked up around people I don't like. What's the point? I'm not going to walk around and be like, oh, hi, hello there.
Greetings.
Brittany, I like you now. Happy birthday. No, I fucking hate that bitch. You know? I'm bleeding from my ass. I got a headache. I'm not drunk enough. I walk up to this bitch and she can be like, oh my god, it's so nice to see you. Look at my fucking big ass and my titties. Why'd you show up to the sauna? I'm still mad about that, you know? I'm sorry, you know? These things are sacred. And I gotta fucking look at some lady's butt cheeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of your fault, though.
Looking at the butt cheeks?
No, like going.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, like we could go back 6 months, even on the pod.
Yeah. There's
Where
hard
these
evidence.
documented quotes and evidence of like, this needs to stop. They need to stop. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I don't like it. But yet, you know, here we are. Arguably, not moved an inch.
Nah, I didn't go though. That's the thing.
Well, no, you moved an inch, yesterday.
Yeah.
But at the sauna, you're right, planted in, you know, Old Faithful.
No, that's true. I did go. I mean, I did enjoy the 2 rounds that I went in, but it felt wrong to only do 2 rounds. But that's when she showed up with her fucking twink boyfriend who wants her to get fucked by everybody in front of him. What a fucking cuck. And then it was like, no, bro, he's chill. It's like, nah, he's weird, dude. Anyone that's into that shit's weird. Shit's not right, you know? I'm taking a hard stance on cuckold.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna make any judgment on it. I don't want anything to do with it. That's all.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I don't care. I just don't want it.
I mean, I care when it's like, you know, you're talking to like the Onion. And the Onion's like, bro, he asked me to fuck his girlfriend. It's like, don't tell me that, dude. I don't need to know that. No weird fucking elf face. Now I'm just being me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if the truth, the hard pill to swallow in this situation is that you got to make a hard commitment to yourself of like, you know what? I've outgrown this. Being angry is cringe. It's like like being in the habit of shitting on them is cringe.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna let it go. All the bad, just let it melt away.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about them. I'm not gonna think about them. I'm not gonna answer their texts.
Unfortunately, this is the main gold mine for content. So.
I mean, you know, then it's
at the moment.
Yeah, then you have to pick and choose. Do you want to be happy or do you want content?
I mean, I was happy this weekend, dude. I got a text message
And
from the
either
Onion.
or is fine. It's just you just have to rest confident in whatever choice you make.
Yeah, and just accept it. But the Onion texted me on like Friday. He was like, "What are you doing tonight? I got the best sack on this side of the Mississippi right now. We gotta be absolutely degenerates before I get my full-time job." I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'm down, but I'm going out west, you know,
Yeah,
to like
I'm not.
enjoy like my weekend and not feel like shit." And he was like, he was just talking mad shit and calling me a pussy and all that stuff, the usual. And then I woke up the next day and I was like, "How you feeling, bud?" And he was still awake. It was like 10 a.m. He's still awake and he's like, "I'm in psychosis mode right now. I want to kill myself. All this stuff." I was like, "Oh, that's cool, dude. I'm about to go get some bagels and have a good time."
Yeah,
Just
about to
relax.
enjoy my day. I had a great sleep,
Yeah.
a great dream.
And I was just like, "Damn, dude. I'm just at that stage, dude. I don't know."
Yeah, it's outgrowing. But it's like a yo-yo, because there's still sentimentality, there's still like, attachment.
Yeah. And like, don't get me wrong, if I had that sack, like if there was an option for me to just take that sack and retreat into my dark hovel alone, I would take that sack in a heartbeat. You know? So I'm not denying my inner beast, you know? But I'm not gonna sit in a fucking 1-room condo and talk about, "Bro, you know what we should try? You ever think about e-crack? No, think about it, right? So instead of getting like glass pipes and shit, we just get like a vape, and they can
Yeah,
vape the crack, and we sell it to all these crackheads, because you know what they need? They need a reliable situation so they don't throw it away, you know? And we could do it like it's like a DMT pipe, but it's actually like a crack pipe, and it's e-crack, bro. Come on."
It's
Meanwhile,
e-crack.
fucking the Wolf of Wall Street's playing on the laptop on top of the kitchen island, is just chopping up more bullshit. E-crack, bro, I'm telling you. Come on.
E-crack. I wonder if the title of the episode would get demonetized if you named it e-crack.
Yeah, I can't do that. We're already on thin ice with the last episode's thumbnail.
Dude, that last thumbnail was amazing.
That was awesome, dude. I loved it. I fucked up the last one too. I put episode 29 in the title animation thing, because
It's okay.
we're in the big leagues now. I got the MacBook going.
It's okay. There's 4 people watching it. It's okay. We're fine.
But dude, it's amazing how well, like, I don't know, I was like giddy, like a little schoolgirl last week editing that shit, because it worked. Everything worked and it was cool looking, you know?
Yeah, it was smooth and seamless and it
Yeah.
felt good.
Yeah, it was great. I don't know. I'm excited. Shit's good, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been reading about Africa the past couple days.
Yeah?
Yeah, like Gaddafi was like kind of cool.
I
And like
just...
there's cool things in the Sahara happening right now.
Really?
Yeah, like so like what Gaddafi was like he's famous for a lot of things, but one of the big things is like do you know what like Libya like looks like on a map? Like how like if you were to see a map of Africa, could you point it out?
Yeah, roughly. It's on the right side.
No.
Right?
It's in the middle.
It's in the middle?
Yeah, it's like it's in the middle at the very top. It borders the Mediterranean.
What am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Egypt? Let me look at a map.
Jamie, pull that up.
Ah, dude, come on. That's exactly what I was talking about. The right side at the top.
Yeah, right side at the top. I mean, it's more to the right, but it's kind of to me that's the middle.
Yeah, it is the middle. That is like dead center.
But like if you look at the map, like there's Tripoli, like the big city.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the population is on that coast because like there's just no water anywhere else.
Really?
But yeah, there's just like a large chunk of their population is clustered around the coast because like you can't live in the Sahara. There's no water. There's nothing. There's just empty desert.
Yeah. I mean, it looks
But
empty. Look at this fucking map. It's
they're
crazy.
geniuses.
Why-
They're geniuses, and that like thousands of years ago, back when the aliens ruled Egypt, the Sahara used to be like a jungle,
Yeah.
and so all that groundwater is still there. All the water from thousands of years ago is still underneath the soil, and so Gaddafi was really famous for creating like a massive system of aqueducts that can get water to like wells and water distribution all throughout the Sahara. So you can like there's like small cities out there to where you can live.
That's kind of cool.
And like it's just really yeah it's really cool. Like you don't like when you think about Gaddafi, all you hear about is just how we killed him. Like you don't like I'm not saying he was perfect. I'm sure he did some plenty of bad things, but that's a really kind of cool thing he did. And then like so right now there's like the Sahara due to climate change is like moving south. Like it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the desert is growing, it's eating forests. And so like underneath it, the Sahara, there's a region called the Sahel, and that's like Senegal, like Mali, Guinea, places like that.
Uh-huh.
And then underneath it's like savanna and then the rainforest. And what they're doing in the Sahel is they're creating like the Great Green Wall of Africa, to where they're trying to build like trying to like plant trees from like the west coast to the east coast
Okay.
to create like a buffer wall to keep the desert locked in.
That's kind of sick. Some bioengineering.
Yeah, and so like, yeah, and it's actually like it's like working. Like they'll get pick because the soil's like sun baked, crusted, almost cement like.
Okay.
Like it's not you can't just like plant things there. So what they do is they like get pickaxes and they like hack up the soil and they make little like layered half moon structures.
Okay.
And then the way that it works is it creates like an embankment that stores water.
Whoa.
And then they'll plant like fruit trees. They'll plant like local, like really plants that have a lot of biomass, like sorghum,
Okay.
to like create like a lot of vegetation.
Uh-huh.
And it's like growing. They're like restoring, like they're like turning deserts into like green. They're making it green again.
Yeah, so I don't want to
And
hear
it's
this.
like feeding the communities.
Yeah, fucking climate change is bullshit. They can plant trees and make fucking make deserts go in Uno reverse mode.
Yeah, I mean, like, what they're doing it in a really smart way too, because like China did something similar in like the 80s. Like
They had like tree
had
farms, right?
Yeah, but what they'll do is they'll take a desert and then they'll plant trees all throughout it, but it'll just be like one tree. It'll just be like all pine or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because like those kinds of trees are like they're good for like breaking wind, and so they'll stop like desert storms.
Gotcha.
But the problem is that like if there's just ever like a pine blight, like just a singular pine pathogen,
Yeah, then they're all dead.
then they're all dead. Versus like these ones, there's like varied. Like, there's like agricultural plants. There's like food. It's varied.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
And eventually, like it's like it's getting to a point where like in countries like Senegal, people would like depending on the season, they would leave Senegal and go to like Spain or something for work, to, like pick fruit over there, and then they come back when it was time to work in Senegal again.
Mm-hmm.
They can kind of create year-round farming with these like half-moon things, so the people don't have to go to like Spain anymore. It's like economically good for the country as well. It's like pretty beast.
Yeah. So when is the CIA gonna burn that shit down?
Well, I think it's for sure on the list. But I think actually like the CIA is losing that war. Like I think like the CIA and like Russia are like kind of in a mini war for that chunk of Africa. And I think Russia's winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, like remember like a couple months ago there was like a coup in Niger?
Yep.
The current leader I think is like Russia-backed guy. So like and like that part of Africa also had a lot of Wagner presence.
Yeah.
So I think that's like a Russia like they have that front. We'll get it back eventually, but for now, Niger has fallen
Niger has fallen to the tree huggers.
to the tree huggers.
That's cool. Well, I hope it works. I mean, deserts are not good.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, whenever I have like writer's block, this is gonna sound like crazy autistic, but I'll do like geographic writing exercises to
Okay.
like spur ideas. So like what I'll do is like I'll look at like the legit like a map of America, and I'll just like create some horrific geological event that spurs like a massive change. Like I'll think like, what if we just dragged Greenland down with chains down to Florida, and then the
Okay.
tropics melt all the ice, floods Florida, turns the entire like Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi panhandle into like just a massive Everglades. And then we create like a new swamp republic of America.
Dude, the Floridians would adapt so easily to that.
Yeah, you have like, and then you just have people like they have like swamp buggy motorboats, and they're all just like, it's like ANCAP killing each other. There are people who have set up like factories that make like shitty light bulbs, like Soviet era stuff. They're just cranking out useless technology, like VCR players, and like I don't know. I think that like people like there would be like a massive refugee crisis. People who aren't meant for swamp life, they all march like buffalo into the north. Like they cluster around the northern border, and then they eventually burst through like a fucking, what's that word? Like a pustulous
Whoa.
boil, and they
Nice.
spill into Canada, and then they have like midsummer rituals like caribou in the north. And then like yeah, you just like Florida will become like this rice paddy Vietnam-esque, but with guns, Nightmareville. And this is just what I think about.
Yeah.
And so this helps me like
Get the juices flowing.
get the juices, exactly, get the juices flowing.
Gotcha.
Um, but so that's just what I've been doing the past couple of days. But it may not be interesting. I don't know if it is. It's interesting to me, but I really want this to be, even if it's not funny, I'd rather this be the mine for content rather than them.
I
But
agree.
that's, maybe I'm just projecting. I don't know. But I
Nah.
think like because it's a crutch to
Yeah.
rely on something bad for you for content. It's a crutch. It's like the same way how I can't write without drinking. I can't write without cocaine. It's like, just grow up. like just grow up, dude. Like it's just do the thing. Don't compromise with being better. Just be better.
I mean, that's well put, man. That's well put. Fucking, I have 58, dude.
I made it.
I made it.
I just need to warm up, and then I become Rush Limbaugh.
It's true.
I can't be stopped. I cannot.
X.com/Gash show. We have new hardware now, so things should look, marginally better.
Yeah, things will get better. Things will get
Um,
way better.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I opened up Ableton twice last week, and I actually started working on a track after months of not doing that, so that's cool. So maybe we'll get some new
Yeah.
music finally. I think that'll be a
Yeah, I
good,
mean, like,
good addition. But I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean-
You know, honestly, what if you, even if it was bad, what if you just made like an EP in a month?
Could do that. That could
Even
be
if it's
like
bad, even if it's horrible,
yeah.
like even if it's mixed poorly, even if it, all half-baked concepts.
Yeah, just to do it. Just to try
Yeah,
and
just
do
to
it,
do it.
yeah. I don't know. That's the approach I've been doing with fucking meditation. I meditated at my girl's place the other day. She walked in, she fucking screamed.
You gotta let her go.
And then
That's a red flag if I've ever seen.
Nah,
one.
she
Yeah,
didn't see me, so I was just like sitting like naked in the chair. And she came around the corner. She was like, "Oh!"
You got it. It's
She's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry. I was like, "All right."
and you open your eyes. I met God, and you took him from me.
It was at that moment when I had complete awareness of my third eye.
Yeah,
And this dumb bitch.
I finally reached divinity, and you took that from me.
You stole me from it.
You stole it from me. How dare you?
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, you gotta drop it, Strover.
I know.
Name of the episode. You gotta let it go.
Anyway, yeah, x.com/Gash show. My balls still stink. I'm still shitting blood. But my molluscum contagiosum is almost gone. We only got 4 bumps left, boys. Cue the applause.
It's just like stock photo, like just like talk show applause.